What you are looking at in the middle of your screen is a Lenovo ThinkPad T61. This is the system that I got to replace my Toshiba Crapolite, or as I like to call it, something a lot more explicit. But anyway, it is a satellite L300D that's replaced a rather large hunk of junk. This, on the other hand, has been one of the most reliable machines I've ever had. I had to put a display in it, but that was my fault. And I did have to put in a new palm rest. But I do want to see if I can put the original one back. This is the original one. It's not in bad shape, but the cable broke on my palm rest, so it didn't work properly anymore. But we're going to be doing some other maintenance to this today, because it's having some fan issues. So I'm going to show you how to take care of that. Hopefully I'm not going to have to show you how to replace a fan in one of these, because the only spare I've got is not for this system. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take out the hard drive, and that's easy enough. Take out one screw. This caddy with the screwdriver is not going to work because it's too small. Alright. Forget it. We're not going to remove the hard drive. If my screwdrivers don't want to show up, I'm not even going to bother. So, we're just going to remove all the screws for the palm rest, which is this one right here, which you probably can't even see at all. This one right here, that one, and that one. We're also going to remove the screw in the middle, which is for the keyboard. Once you removed all of those, they should all simply just fall out, except for the one, which wants to be a pain. And they do all just fall out. Alright, so now we can open this thing up. Hope that we didn't leave any. I'm going to be cleaning this screen off too. Take off the palm rest, which actually is not for this machine. This is for a this is for a T400. You can tell because it just says ThinkPad there, and there's that Centrino logo on it. I'm going to hope to put that back on here soon enough. We can pull out the keyboard. And we can access the fan. In order to facilitate this more, we are going to remove this rear piece here too. That way we can access this. I'm not going to take everything all apart unless I absolutely have to. So, I think there are 2 screws at the back. Yeah, there are these 2 screws right here. You can't see that one, but... Alright. There's a screw right there. And there's a screw over here. They're the ones that had the flathead indentation in them. You need to remove those, otherwise you will break your bezel. Been there, done that. And I think I invented new swear words that day, so not cool. Don't ever do that. There is also a silver flathead screw right here you need to remove. Not very often that I lose screws for things that I'm trying to put back together. Oh, wait a minute. This little piece right here is attached to this, so you have to remove these 2 screws as well. Almost forgot about that. Would have been a disaster. The other thing to make sure with the fan, with the machine that's not cooling properly, these are the same as the ones that you pulled out here, is that your CPU is seated, or the cooler is seated properly on the CPU. In this case it should be, but I'm going to check and make sure. Set that aside, and it looks like we're going to have to remove one speaker as well in order to do this. That one was not quite tightened down as much as it should have been. 2 silver screws, and I just knocked one into the case. I'm going to have to get that back later. Everything that a computer repair person should have is a clean pair of tweezers. Another thing that every computer repair person should have. I'm going to have to hold it because it won't sit still on my wonderful bed. Ah, there we go. Look at all that dust. I still don't think it spins as nicely as it should, but we'll see how much of an improvement that makes. Now you have to put the whole thing back together again. How much do you guys want to bet that now that I put every single screw back in the system, I'm going to have to take it all back apart again and replace the fan anyway. Let's turn off my big fan here so I can hear the noises that it makes. Seems like it's still making noise. I have another plan. Let's try and get the password off. I don't really want the password, but the thing that this will do is, hopefully, this will give the processor a workout so I can hear the cooling fan. See? There is method behind my madness. There are games on this? Wow. Media players? It's like a version of Linux. Let's see if I can find a system information task manager. Let's look at that. Yep, 97, 95, 100% of the CPU, so that's good. Which means that it will warm up. Got a fan, I think. Kind of. Spin up faster, dang it. CPU usage. Alright, the first thing that we're going to do is get rid of this god-awful McLaughlin security scan. That doesn't need to be on here. Let's see. Come on. We're going to run updates on it as well while it's up here. That's sound, programs, and features. Let's see, do we have any other garbage that's on here? I don't see any crap. Windows Essentials 2012. It's not Security Essentials. McLaughlin Security Scan minus. Let's get rid of that. Don't care. Doesn't really do anything anyway, so... Let's see. Like I said, I think I was going to run Prime 95 on here. I think I probably still will. And the god-awful Firefox user interface. I absolutely can't stand it. Don't play that video. And it's still going to play that video like an idiot. Let's see. Prime 95. Enter. So that should cause this thing to heat up pretty quickly. Especially considering we are using 100% of the CPU. Alright folks, I'm going to call this one good, because even though we didn't get to hear the fan spin up completely, the system no longer gets really above 70 degrees, so I think I'm ready to call that one good. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.